we're ready to rock. Today we're making, and now look at the paper's gone off, but hold on. We're making, so it's full on flavour. It's smoked mackerel with ginger and chilli, and it's nice and spicy. For someone, if you're not awfully into fish, well, you can kind of disguise it a bit. So what I'm doing first is I am putting in a bit of spaghetti. So I've my saucepan on here boiling, and normally I would use noodles, but we don't have noodles, and I'm not going to buy you noodles, because these day and age, it's what you have in the press. So I'm popping in a few spaghetti. All right, you can leave them whole or you can cut them in half. I'm going to cut them in half, and we'll throw them in. Now, if you left them whole, you just put them in and push them down nice and easy, and they fall down into it. So I'm going to add the tiniest little slither of oil and the tiniest little bit of salt. All right? Hello Sharon, how are you, lovey? Hello Marie Healy, and Annie, how are you? See, what you, secret here now, if they're in out and listening. So what you do is, you buy your husband a birthday present that you need. So I bought him a tablet, never thinking it would be so good here. Now I do want it for something else as well, but you know yourself. Another time I bought him this gorgeous old-fashioned, remember the old-fashioned pumps used to be along the side of the road? I bought him one of them for his present once. Yeah, sure, it's in my garden. So anyways, shh, he'll be out in a few minutes. Oh, I can see all my pictures of my little people up here on the top. Oh, I wish I could take a picture of that before I leave. I can see you all up here along the top in your profile pictures. So we have our spaghetti on, and we're just going to give it one stir. Echo, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Starting now. So, we're ready to rock. So, all I've done while I was waiting for you or messing was, I've cut my carrots nice and small, nice and thin and small. A nice little finger in chunky sized pieces. And I've cut a few peppers. We'll do all the colours. Remember now, hand in, pull out. Alright? And I've that one done. And we're just going to cut them into nice small slithers as well. Alright? Now, the mackerel is actually already cooked because it's smoked, or it's already smoked, whatever. So it says it's ready to eat. But personally, I'd want it a bit hotter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it onto a tray. Now, if you haven't tried this, please do try it. Me and my husband wouldn't be fishy people, and he said the other evening, oh my God, Arlene, that is just fab. So, into the oven. Just to heat it up, right? So, we have our peppers done, we have our spaghetti, we're finished with that. We have a few mushrooms here that we're going to chop. Now, I must tell you about the secret with the mushrooms. I read somewhere that if you put a bit of salt in your, there he is. Are you making tea for me? If you put a bit of salt on the pan when you're frying mushrooms, they won't go soggy on you. And do you know what? I tried it and I think it does work. So, another trick, do you ever remember Daddy used to put them on the pan, no, not on a tray on the pan, not on the pan, on the range, not on a tray on the range, that'd be too well. Daddy used to put them on like that and put a bit of salt in, and then he'd take it up and drink it. Oh, yum. So sometimes I do, I actually do, well I call it me breakfast, me fry, but sometimes what I do is I'd put a tiny bit of oil just on my sausages and put them in the oven, and about 15 minutes later pop in my rashers and my tomatoes and my mushrooms and my pepper, my puddings, in again, and it's all out on one tray. And it's healthier than frying them, and you don't have to. You see, if you do them on the grill, you have to mind them. Whereas if you put them in the oven, they're just done. And while they're in the oven, then sure, I might put on an old tin of beans or a few pancakes. Can't be without the pancakes. And there we go. So, what else have we? I got some of these, and they're here. Debbie bought them for me last Saturday, because we haven't been shopping since. So she bought me some of these. They're little baby corns, and she bought me they're not Munch 2. They're what do we see what they are? They are Munch 2. Munch 2. So I'm just going to cut the Munch 2 in. I'll give them a quick rinse. A quick rinse, and cut them in half, maybe, just so that they're not. Thank you, darling.
It's your tea, madame.
Thank you, kind sir. And I'm well trained. So, but I'm good to him too, really. So, our fish is in the oven. Our spaghetti is on. Our spaghetti is going to take about 10 minutes. And we have to do our onion. So, we're just basically chopping all the veg that we have. And I didn't buy, the only thing I got extra for this, because I knew I was doing that this week, was this packet. You can buy packets of Stirfry. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And they're lovely. The first time I had this, I wonder is my boy watching? The first day I had this, I was down in Beltra, and my twins Kieran and Keith made me this for lunch. And I just thought it was class. See, now that's what you need, the kind of a job where you go to houses and meet lovely lads and they make you lunch. I know, I have it made, haven't I? I know, seriously, I have it made. And I go to 3 more men fellas, and if anyone is listening, you can say hello to my boys, Declan, Jodie and Sean. And I go cooking with them every Tuesday. I have been going for years. So, I'm going to just take, did you ever do ginger? No. So I'm just going to peel that back. You can peel it, it's gone actually, it might be gone a bit, it mightn't be that great now, that one, just we say, hold on. So, we'll take that off and make it easy. So you can peel it back with just a knife or a potato peeler or anything like that. Alright? I usually keep mine in the fridge. And I have a small little grater, but it's gone missing in action. So I'm just going to put a small bit of that down on top here. Oh, it's a lovely smell of that ginger. Now, and I put that back in the fridge, and it'll be easier in the freezer. It'll be easier, it's lovely and easy to create it if it's out of the freezer. But that one didn't get to the freezer yet because it wasn't opened. So, let's have a see. Where are we? Because we're waiting for these to be all done together. Yes, Deirdre Carty is watching. Hello. Joan, hello. Anna. Ada, I'm a scream. I'll show you a scream. There might have been a little scream in the background when this wasn't working when I knocked it off. Hello, Bridge, how are you? What did I say? Why am I a brat? What did I do wrong? Ah, Bridge. What did I do wrong? Poor GP is getting presents that you want. What can I say? He's delighted with it. Because he's getting technical now, you know, and he's on his Facebook, and he's on his Facebook, and he's on his buy and sell and marketplace, and but he has the credit card. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Sharon, darling. How are you today? My mother always puts salt in the mushrooms on the pan, right? So there you go. We all learn from our mothers. What kind of fish is that, and where did you get it, Joan? Joan, where did I get it? Super value. It's smoked mackerel with ginger and chilli, and it's gorgeous, Joan. Bridge, mushrooms off the top of the range were the best. Aha, Joe Burke done them too, did he? Hello Josie, how are you? Hello Catherine, how long is it frying in the oven? What temperature? Now you know me, 200 degrees. So put in your sausages. I like to put a small bit of oil on them. My daughter doesn't, or even better, get skinless ones. And my husband actually takes the skins off. And my daughter doesn't like that, so God help us. And then 15 minutes later, and by the time the rasher is done, it'll be maybe another 10 minutes, and they'll be done. Do the sausages brown and deaden the dew. And I know I'm spoiled, but he's spoiled too, Deirdre. Now, so our spaghetti is well on the way, our fish is in, and we put on this one. I read something the other day about you know, we all have our favourite cup or our favourite this or that. And you know what? Haven't we all got our favourite spot as well? This is my favourite one. So, I am using ordinary oil. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm using ordinary oil. I'm using ordinary oil, and I let the pan get good and hot. And it will go. So it's all about the heat. We're trying to heat it fairly fast. And usually I use either soy sauce, don't ask me, light there, whatever comes out of the press first, and a bit of sugar. But then a while ago I discovered oyster sauce, so I'm going to try oyster sauce today. But if not, a bit of soy sauce. If not, a bit of sweet chilli sauce. Whatever you have. So this is going to be a quick one today now. Oh, look at here, and it's not on. So let me see what's happening here. Now they're lovely, they're warm. So I'm going to knock that one off, and we're going to actually fry them for a minute with the skin down, so that we'll have a bit of crackly on the top. All right. So we're waiting for that to get nice and hot. If you had a wok, now do you remember someone asked me about the pans the other day? These are the Lidl pans. Look how lovely and thick it is. And look at the is it a Lidl pan? Oh, I don't know. That's a brilliant pan as well. Echo off. So, echo timer off. I tell you, you'd want the patience of a sage. Echo timer off. Now, can you hear the sizzle? So we're just putting on the carrots first, because they'll take the longest to cook. Can you hear that sizzle? Say yes or no to me. Hello Ellen, how are you? Lovely sizzle. Now, everything else is going in. You know me, all in. Now, I might do a bit of garlic. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to take off my spaghetti. I leave that there. There's something about, I've lost you. Hold on, I'll have to go back to your mobility here. Perfect. Sorry, no, I've missed you. I'll have to go back to you. Hold on. Oh, it's not easy today, I'll tell you. It's not easy today. Now, I'll come to you yet. I must have thrown something in on top of these. Now, okay, sun-dried tomatoes is lovely. It says, hold on, so, look at that colour. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? And that's nearly done now, love it. Nearly done. Because it's all about the heat. So we're going to pop on our rubber pan. Here it is hiding over here. We're going to pop on a bit of oil on this one. Perfect. Now, our finishing touches is, I have water chestnuts. Oh, and they're fab. Oh, if you haven't had water chestnuts, you need to go there. They just give it a lovely punch. So I'm just going to chop a few of them in. Whoop. No, didn't go. Perfect. Few of those in. And I have a few here of pine nuts. And we're done. Now, tea towel. And we're going to pop our fish on the hot pan just to crisp the bottom. On the cold pan, hot pan on now. Now, so I'm putting some salt and pepper on, loves. Pepper, small bit, salt, small bit, and I am using my oyster sauce. Now, we're going to chip in our spaghetti if you want to. I'll show you this first because not everyone might want the spaghetti. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that the most fabulous? Alright. So I'm actually going to take out half of that because it's going to someone else. Alright. That's all, there it is. I'm going to chop this in. Now, this one is definitely not my favourite because it's as stubborn as could be. It never, look at the skin that going on. It likes a bit of tender loving care. So, our pan is on. We're just going to wait for it to get good and hot. And I'm going to try this, see is there enough salt in it or whatever. Whoa! There we go. Done, honeys. So, I'm going to put in another wee bit of oyster sauce here. And that's us done. Now, we're plating up. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add my bit of spinach and my few peas, so we'll have to throw them in now. They'll only take 2 seconds. You can get spinach in bags and they come in little like nuggets, and they're brilliant to have in the freezer. Now, so we're going to plate up some of this now and put it in here where you can see me. And plate up some of this. We don't have to be exact about this now because it's not that sort of a dish. Sure, it's not. So I started getting pictures of people who had made my sponge cakes, and that's what I love. So look at that. And we're just going to take our fish now and we're going to pop it on there. Look at that. Isn't that just divine? And see, it's still sizzling. I bet you can still see it's sizzling now with my new laptop and my new thing. That is just to die for. So let's see who's on where are we at here now. Sun-dried tomatoes is lovely in a stir fry. I'm playing it blind or everything works out for you, most of the time, Marie. But if it doesn't, Marie, Eileen looks delicious. I am taking that, Ada, that you said Eileen looks delicious. There is no comma, Ada. Eileen looks delicious. Oh, Eileen looks delicious. I do love it. What time am I coming for dinner now, Ada? 2 kilometres. Get back. Is it going to me? LOL, Jonathan, I don't know. So I don't know if I have got all of my comments. Because they're only showing up the last few. So that's me done, me darlings. For God's sake, it's only showing up a few. So if I've missed anyone, I'll look at them when I get offline. There's pluses and minuses, you see, with all these things. It's because I went on late, I suppose. So we're done. Here we are, done, and Eileen is going to have an early lunch, and we will decide sometime after dinner today what we're going to do next week. We'll be back on and we'll keep cooking. I need a reason to get out of that bed every morning because I like my bed. So goodbye, my lovings.